Worthy and Byron Scott, plus new additions Sam Perkins and Terry Teagle. Once again, the heart of the Lakers is last year's most valuable player, Irvin Magic Johnson. Can his new look club reclaim its past glories?
Some of the names and some of the faces may have changed, but we're still the Los Angeles Lakers, and we should not be counted out. Whoever's going to come out the West, they're going to have to come through us.
While the Lakers own the 80s, this decade may belong to Larry Brown's Spurs, who points to guard Rod Strickland, and forwards Terry Cummings and Sean Elliott. To complement the big guy, David Robinson, the Spurs have arrived. They're talented, and they are confident.
Last year, they doubted the San Antonio Spurs, but this year, they know we're for real.
The Lakers have brought their magic to Mr. Robinson's neighborhood.
Today, it's the season premiere. The Los Angeles Lakers versus the San Antonio Spurs.
This the scene about 2 hours ago at the River Center Lagoon in downtown San Antonio, Texas. They love their Spurs here in San Antonio, and better than 4,000 turned out for a pregame pep rally. It is SRO at the Hemisphere Arena for the opening of the 1990-91 NBA season. And we welcome you to the premier telecast of the NBA on NBC. Hi, everybody. I'm Marv Albert, along with Mike Fratello, the one-time coach of the Atlanta Hawks. And this, folks, is the big item here in San Antonio. They have unveiled a new theme, We Want It Now, a concept that was originated by San Antonio players, although, Mike, there are several clubs around the NBA, the Lakers in particular, who have different thoughts on that matter.
This is the NBA on NBC. The game of the week. Today, it's the Chicago Bulls versus the Houston Rockets.
A capacity crowd better than 16,000 at the Summit in Houston, Texas for the Chicago Bulls and the Houston Rockets. The Bulls at 34-4. That is the best record in the NBA. They've won 9 straight, 17 of the last 18. The Rockets the best in the West.
The Los Angeles Lakers have been so good of late, they have people talking about a dynasty. So let's review. George Mikan led the Minneapolis Lakers to 5 championships in 6 seasons. When the game's first great big man retired, the dynasty went with him. Bill Russell and the Boston Celtics set the standard for all major pro sports, winning 8 straight titles and 11 in 13 seasons. Michael Jordan became the face of the modern NBA with Chicago's first three-peat. Then suddenly he left the court, only to return and rebuild the dynasty. Now, the Los Angeles Lakers chase their piece of history, their place in the argument, behind Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe Bryant. They have dispatched all challengers, winning the past 2 titles. Now, as the game's true giant continues his dominance, with the league's most electric scorer at his side, the Lakers close in on a sweep of the overpowered New Jersey Nets. A coach who led the NBA's last great team guides them, and only time stands in their way. 48 minutes from a convincing three-peat. It's not a question of whether the Los Angeles Lakers will celebrate this year's NBA championship, but how many titles they can run off to determine their ultimate place in NBA history. Game 4, next.
This is the NBA on NBC.
Going old school on the opening, and this is the Continental Airlines Arena side of Game 4 of the NBA Finals. Well, Michael Jordan's Bulls defined the 90s with their 6 championships. Kobe Bryant, a man of many outfits, wearing the Jordan jersey in tribute tonight as the Lakers attempt something the Bulls never managed. Not the three-peat, which Jordan and company accomplished twice, of course, but sweeping the finals, which the Bulls, in fact, never did. You spend a lifetime in a gym to get here. Practicing, honing skills. All to get to basketball's ultimate stage. The place where the stakes are highest. The place where greatness is authenticated. That place is the NBA Finals. The Chicago Bulls are already a huge part of this league's history. 5 NBA titles this decade, and reaching deep for one more run. The Chicago Bulls are kings of the NBA, but someday, someone will dethrone them. The Utah Jazz came close last year, battling through 6 tough games. This year they're back, rested, ready, and with home court advantage. Determined to end the Bulls' run here and write their own chapter in NBA Finals history. The wait is over. The NBA Finals are here. Game 1, next.
This is the NBA on NBC. The 1998 NBA Finals. Tonight, it's Game 1. The Chicago Bulls versus the Utah Jazz.
The Delta Center in Salt Lake City, one of the loudest buildings in all of sports, a place where the Jazz enjoy a distinct home court advantage, and where a sellout crowd is ready to rock the rafters for Game 1 of this rematch in the NBA Finals. Good news for Jazz fans. In the past quarter century, prior to this one, there have been 5 rematches in the NBA Finals. In every instance, the team that lost the first time came back to win the second. Is reaching a goal made sweeter still when few thought you could do it? Tonight, perhaps the Houston Rockets will know the answer. This team, the most lightly regarded defending champion in memory, has been written off many times. The Rockets, it was said, had won their title in a transitional season where no great team emerged. Soon enough, it was said, they'd fade back into the pack. And in fact, as the Rockets slipped toward mediocrity at midseason, a repeat title seemed out of the question. Even after the bold trade for Clyde Drexler, only those in the Rockets' inner circle believed they were capable of defending their crown. But now, after a logic-defying playoff run of escapes and comebacks, the Orlando Magic are believers too, just like Utah, Phoenix, and San Antonio. Because with one more win, the Rockets will achieve a goal that seemed unthinkable just a short time ago. And with it, the respect they feel they have been denied. And the national appreciation, which will surely be theirs, with one more win.
This is the NBA on NBC. The 1995 NBA Finals. Tonight, Game 4 between the Orlando Magic and the Houston Rockets.
Houston, Texas, a city that waited a long time for a title in any sport. Last year, the Rockets claimed an NBA championship, and tonight, they try to end one of the most improbable playoff runs in NBA history with a second consecutive crown.
I go back and play that play over and over and over again. We should have done this and we could have done this, and one more inch and one more hand. That's what drives you crazy.
Houston ducks under. Got it! With 8/10 left.
I remember the feeling. I remember the locker room. I just remembered an emptiness, and it stays down in my gut.
With a new season comes new hope. But 1 year later, Pat Riley's Miami Heat find themselves in all too familiar territory. For the 4th straight season, they face their bitter rivals, the New York Knicks, in a deciding game. For 6 hard-fought physical games, the Knicks and Heat have battled with determination and spellbinding drama, with sometimes unexpected heroes.
Carter driving inside for the lead. Down it goes. Ward for 3. The man of the hour is Charlie Ward. Marley from way outside. Ewing is open. Slammed in by Patrick Ewing.
The NBA's most intense rivalry should end no other way. The ultimate Game 7.
This is is the NBA on NBC. The 2000 playoffs. Today, it's the New York Knicks versus the Miami Heat.
American Airlines Arena in Miami for Game 7, where an edgy Patrick Ewing will once again battle his Georgetown protege, Alonzo Mourning. But it's time to put friendship aside. Can the rookie Anthony Carter produce another miracle? Or will he seek to escape depression? Could it be Allen Houston who will knock out Miami once again? It may take a little hocus pocus to emerge the winner today. American Airlines Arena already loud as they get ready for Game 7, the Knicks and the Heat.
John Stockton has spent his entire career waiting for this chance. Over the past 2 weeks, he has seized the moment like few others in NBA history. It was Stockton's shot that secured Utah's first ever trip to the finals, ending 17 years of frustration. But the euphoria over securing such an elusive goal was quickly dispelled in Chicago, where Michael Jordan's Bulls took a 2-game series lead, as destiny seemed to dictate that a 5th title would soon be theirs. Then last Sunday night, with Jordan on the brink of giving Chicago a nearly insurmountable 3-1 advantage in the finals, Stockton stepped into Utah's huddle and declared that there must be a way to win the game. Stockton simply took over the game's final 2.5 minutes. His enormous 3 wrested momentum away from the Bulls, cutting their lead to 2. In rapid succession, Stockton stole the ball from the game's greatest player. And then, with Utah down by a point, Stockton rebounded Jordan's miss and found Karl Malone with a pass that will never be forgotten. To be sure, there were other heroes on a night when Utah drew even in the finals, but on this one Sunday in June, John Stockton refused to let his team lose, and in the process made it clear that the Jazz are a genuine threat to Chicago's 5th title plans. The finals are tied. Game 5 is next.
They call it the NBA's second season. In truth, it is the real. And tonight, only one team can earn the remaining invitation to the NBA Finals. The Knicks were supposed to get there, and they started out that way, taking the first 2 at home. But when Indiana responded in kind at Market Square, the series began to take shape, tied at 2. Still, it lacked artistry. It lacked theater. Game 5 changed that. Game 5 and Reggie Miller. The tension and drama continued through the Knicks' revival in Game 6. Pacers in their 98th game, 48 minutes from an unexpected achievement. And the Knicks in this, the 100th game of a grinding season, 48 minutes from what they were merely expected to do. 48 minutes, beginning now.
This is the NBA on NBC. The 1994 NBA playoffs. Tonight, Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals between the Indiana Pacers and the New York Knicks.
2 Sundays ago, Madison Square Garden was celebrating the Knicks' Game 7 victory over the Chicago Bulls. A victory many assumed all but punched the Knicks' ticket to the NBA Finals. But few reckoned on how formidable the Indiana Pacers would be, somehow forgetting that since mid-season, they've had the best record in the league. The Portland Trailblazers and LA Lakers have each played nearly 100 games this year. They've split 10 meetings head-to-head, including 3 wins apiece in this Western Conference Final. For one of them, it ends tonight. Game 7, the game which is always decisive and nearly always dramatic. By all accounts, this has been Shaquille O'Neal's best season. But history's account of his career will depend in large part on championships won. Rasheed Wallace has battled the Lakers and sometimes himself, averaging 22 a game while trying to harness his fiery emotions. Kobe Bryant is one of the game's most spectacular young talents. But will he be at his best in his first Game 7? The coaches, Mike Dunleavy, the psychology major from Brooklyn, and Phil Jackson, the Zen master from Montana. Scottie Pippen, a man not content with 6 titles, looking for his first outside Michael Jordan's shadow. He's willed Portland back from the brink of elimination, sometimes with his mere presence. For each of them, it's down to 1 game. Just 1 game now. Game 7, next.
This is the NBA on NBC. The 2000 playoffs. Tonight, it's the Portland Trailblazers versus the Los Angeles Lakers.
The Indiana Pacers await the winner of this Game 7 of the Western Conference Finals.
Worst nightmare. Michael Jordan is back, and the Knicks have no one to thank but themselves and the close scrutiny of the media. Headlines like these make this more than a game. It's personal. The Knicks squandered a 2-game lead, so now the series is knotted at 2-all. Their major edge is the home court, but that may be enough. They've won 27 in a row at the Garden. Will tonight be 28? Remember, Michael's back.
This is the NBA on NBC. The 1993 NBA playoffs. Tonight, Game 5 of the Eastern Conference Finals between the Chicago Bulls and the New York Knicks.
Yes, the Knicks and the Bulls are the headline attraction on Broadway. Better than 19,000 turning out another capacity
Game 7. 2 words filled with anticipation and a history of drama. And now this season comes down to that one game, Game 7. Two teams, 2 leaders, 2 of the best the game is known. And now, one game remains. One game, one winner, one NBA champion. Game 7, next.
This is the NBA on NBC. The 1994 NBA Finals. Tonight, Game 7 between the New York Knicks and the Houston Rockets.
Sometimes the waiting is the most difficult part, excruciatingly difficult. About 72 hours since Hakeem Olajuwon and the Rockets knew they had survived to play a Game 7, the most important of their professional basketball lives. Maybe even more difficult for Patrick Ewing and the Knicks, save for the practices and the meetings, idling the time away in a hotel, inside the Rocket locker room. And on the other side, Charles Oakley, as is his custom, trying to chill, listening to the tunes, about 10 minutes from the tip-off. Where is it born? The fire, the hunger that grips an individual so intensely, it drives his entire team. 2 men lie at the heart of the NBA championship. Each has traveled a vastly different path. Each has pulled his team to the same point in time. Michael Jordan permits nothing but success, a national championship at North Carolina, 2 Olympic gold medals, 3 times the NBA MVP, twice a world champion.
My main driving force is to win 3 in a row and certainly somehow put myself in the elite category as Magic Johnson and Larry Bird.
Charles Barkley's road has been less satisfying. His days at Auburn brought little glory. His NBA career largely squandered on a team that could not win. Yet this year brought a new sense of destiny, a gold medal, a new team, the MVP.
The bottom line, the MVP is not my goal. If we don't win the world championship, I'm going to be crushed.
2 men, 2 paths, but 1 trophy, only 1 champion.
This is the NBA on NBC. The 1993 NBA Finals. Tonight, Game 1 between the Chicago Bulls and the Phoenix Suns.
Arizona welcome. Here's the brand new America West Arena, host to the finals in its first year as the Suns' home court. Phoenix had the NBA's best record this year, and the Suns have home court advantage in this series. Still, they're decided underdogs in the finals to the defending champion Bulls. And here comes the home team.